felt that, yes, they got some good swings, but also just the lack of execution. When you kind of look at what you've been seeing to the bullpen as of late, just how do you kind of put towards as to what's been happening?
I think that's what it is. It's just falling behind hitters and not making good pitches. And, when we do that, they're going to make you pay, and that's, what's happening. Tyler threw a heck of a ball game. I thought he worked some things out as he outing, as he got into the outing, and very good line score, great job. And then Anthony came in and did a really nice job, and I had Blake ready. I felt really good about where he was at. He was up kind of to get us out of the inning, so he was ready to go, and we've done it all year. And unfortunatally, he didn't make good pitches tonight.
Can you explain just, we had a lot of questions about what happened with the umpires and then calling the ball there, and just I guess what did they explain to you, I guess?
Well, the one I went out there is I just wanted to clarify that Mark went out there to talk to Alex after they pinch hit Solano, and I was asking if I could bring in Evan at that moment. And then once he already visited, then he's got to face a hitter. So, yeah.
And the intentional walk counts as facing a hitter.
Correct.
Okay.
How different is it for trying this year? I know he's come back, the loss has been fine, but it's been 94 as opposed to where it was before the surgery.
It's certainly, not the same velo. All year it hasn't been, but, outside of, the last Houston outing, he hadn't given up a run, the month of July. So, he was still very, very good, and it's just obviously the last two. It hurts. It's more recent, but again, before 3 days ago he had, or 3 days ago, whatever it was, he hasn't given up a run in a month. So it's one of those things that it happens. He's going to give up runs, and just unfortunately, just kind of, collectively, it just we feel a little bit more of late.
What can you do with the bullpen when you feel like it's springing so many leaks?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's just one of those things that we got a lengthy outing tonight, which we felt good about that to start. To give guys, hopefully, we got a handful of guys an off day, another off day, to get them more fresh. But outside of that, they've got to go in and make pitches and look at who's available and expect them to go out there and do their jobs. And, that's kind of, where I'm at right now.
Obviously you got enough on your own plate, but do you feel momentum kind of building over there in San Diego with the way they're playing?
Absolutely. I don't know I think it's 5.5 now. I think they're, they made some additions. They're feeling good. They're playing great baseball. Probably, the month of July they've played as good a baseball as anybody in all of the major leagues. So they're certainly feeling good about themselves, absolutely. We got Cease tomorrow, so we got our hands full again tomorrow.
Besh's velocity was a little better than last time out, but looking pretty slider heavy. What do you think's kind of going on with him, if anything at all?
I talked to him today, and he says he feels great physically. He doesn't understand, why the velo's not there. I don't know the pitch selection as far as, why slider and all that stuff. That's kind of, the run prevention guys. But, I talked to him. He says he feels good. And, right there, I just felt that, to keep Wade on the bench in the sense of late in the game, 10th inning, it's easier to get the guy over. So I liked Vesey right there. Unfortunately, we walked him, and then I thought it was going to bleed into the lefties, so I felt good about Alex, in the 10th inning versus, lefty getting him over, and Arise coming up, a guy who puts the ball in play. Profar has been really good, obviously, and then you got Cronenworth behind. So, the walk, I think, hurt us, and, Solano puts the ball in play. And we had count leverage and just didn't get it to the dirt, and he put the ball in play, and that's what happens.
What, if anything, changed in the at-bats after that first inning for you guys?
I think Yeah, the first inning, I actually thought the first few innings were really good. And at that point in time, they matched up with the pen. And I think they used 5 or 6 guys tonight. And it was a different look. And you saw that they got the lefties on Shohei, you know, the last 2 at-bats. And they just matched up. And so we just didn't get that same look.
Tavin Bijou, how have you seen him just step in at first and also just get his bat going really in this last week?
Defensively, he's been great. He moves well. He's made some plays on pop-ups that have been big. The double play was a big play. And, you know, just getting kind of more routine at-bats. I think he's taking good at-bats, taking walks like he always does. Great at-bat tonight to finish it off with a home run. So we're getting production up and down the lineup. You know, this is a game that hurts. You know, you got to win this game tonight. Yep.